Now, to take this discussion further, we are being joined by Anne-Elisabeth Moutet from Paris. She is a columnist and at the London Telegraph. Ms. Moutet, thank you so much for speaking with us here on WION. I want to ask you, how do you expect this abortion debate to pan out today in Poland?
To be honest, I've talked with various Polish friends, and they are on both sides of that fence, and they are absolutely unsure because, as it was, the bill that was passed 3 years ago by the nationalist Law and Justice party itself they were pushed into this by a minority member of their own coalition who believe that the right of the soul of the fetus is eternal. It's a very religious debate, which is understandable in some ways in Poland. And they themselves passed that bill trying to sort of make some fences, such as your correspondent described, the fact that it is still possible to have an abortion now that the strong law is in force, in case of rape, in case of danger to the health of the mother, etc. But on both sides, you've got on the Tusk coalition, you also have one of the three parties, the Tusk coalition, who have the same qualms about saying that an abortion is essentially the murder of a human soul. Added to this, there's an argument that has been thrown into the debate is that the disputed provision about fetuses that would have malformations, grave malformations, this is akin to eugenism as practiced by the Nazis. If you're not good enough, if you're disabled, you have no right to live. And you can imagine that the evocation of the Nazi regime is something that causes sort of great trouble in Poland because they suffered so much from it.
Right. Ms. Moutet, you know, here on WION just yesterday, we were discussing a lot about reproductive rights specific to abortion in the United States and how that is definitely on the ballot in this year's November election. But when it comes to Europe, and we know that the European parliamentary elections are also just coming up, how do you expect this kind of a debate that's ongoing across Europe, not just in Poland? Who do you think it favors more, the Conservatives or the Liberals?
By and large, I would say that it favors more the Liberals. If you take the Eastern European neighbors of Poland, places like Hungary, places like Slovakia, Ukraine for that matter, which is not yet a member of the EU, which was definitely a European country, there's a much more relaxed attitude to the possibility of abortion to a limit that goes from 12 to 14 weeks. And Poland is a very Catholic country, and so it's part of their own tradition. You have some parties in places from Spain, another Catholic country historically, that sort of put this in the debate. But I would say that by and large, the debate is already won in most of Europe. You have Ireland. Ireland is also a very complicated country, but they still passed a bill that enables, that gives provisions for a large number of sort of legal abortions.
Absolutely, Ms. Moutet. It does seem very interesting that you see that this entire debate favors the Liberals, given that we are also seeing a very sharp right turn, if I may call, in the Europe. So this will be extremely interesting to see how the trend goes on. Thank you so much for speaking with us here on WION and getting us all your insights. For all the latest news, download the WION app and subscribe to our YouTube channel.